Hello, tell my family your time. Me and my family wa two Ghanaians TV. You find a call subscribe. You go bombarding those subscribe. You find a call bena share my link on me. Una beni chon like my bena call a jomoko no small no chon. Bombarding no ke comment section. Ole many video eba fe kuku kulako. Tumo beni ke bo ona ke 2024 election say shishi no aji ke o follow ni bini ya no Ghana campaign ya no gidi Dr. Bawumia regional tours President Mahama lehu ese je shishi ona gbeni ton mene job ayu mene global info analytics kenye ba kaye what fe polls komeni amerani last month amerani poll ye zongo sami wona ke ye zongo sami President Mahama lead Dr. Bawumia keji afa election say amount on no many chon mejomo chono gwa ke amba vote President Mahama agbeni lewe at a northern region wo fe na kan poll lewe northern region am break let down in various forms various constituencies no na ke lewe majority of the constituencies near the northern sector I should say onaka mo am fe mini am fe am ya keji a vote amount on no amba vote amini President Mahama no bolenje ke okwe ke mene poll ni nke ba habo na ke there is a particular trend ni ya no ni chwanke President Mahama is actually on point in becoming the next president. Is actually on point and the way any trend there yale onake it is more than likely 2024 elections any next year no na ba fe Ghana President John Dramani Mahama e ba win ni e ba fe mi ba ye president no nya wo botiam no kacha meaning global info analytics ni wo use so ameto be ni ko boy they are a very credible polling agency ni ole no ne ani agbeni wo mi ya me poll saying ye more many am sample poll any about discuss sample size is over 5,000 onimji I'm about the exact figure 5,488. So that is a huge sample size. My name, I feel polls now use or sample size only about 1,000 or so. No potential mean I call like a credible. Ona benincho. But once again, the polling is polling. Ona benincho. And any political student back, you don't take polling up. I mean, you take it with a pinch of salt. Ona benincho because. It's just a snapshot in time. Ni try get many me Apollo amanya me check ya me jomo at any point in time. So now what Jensi now? First thing now me poll can you ba akwa na je campaign there she Dr. Bawumia present itself as the digital guy. Ni President Mahama hu eba egemini 24-hour economy. Onimji no global info analytics actually I'm a poly Ghana be on 24-hour economy ke digitalization. Onimji ni no ni Dr. Bawumia if you mini a support agbenenwe Alan Chairmantin egbini great transformation project ona benicho or the Ghana transformation project leun eno fitai now pole many me ba vote 24-hour economy alone many me now mean small the popular slogan between digitalization ke 24-hour economy President Mahama na 59.7% needed the 24-hour economy main sumono by 59.7%. Agbene many men na means more digitalization ame sumono by 29.7%. So keji okwe spread banake by a 30% margin men prefer 24-hour economy. Onimji febeni ame prefer digitalization agbene Alan Chairmantin great transformation party lenoji yellow no na ejeme men prefer a slogan by 7.5%. Onimji so far on the slogans ona benichon just on the slogans alone onake President Mahama ke 24-hour economy ame lead onimji and this brings me back to free SHS 2016 election say kanye ba akwe Free SHS 2016 slogan there a conquer the election say no ni NDC be about you dey nche echuni ona benincho ni MPP be a free SHS say no jino ni a win there get or go by this poll onaga once again 24-hour economy any President Mahama introduce no jino ni a lead post Ghana being preferred no digitalization ni Dr. Bawumia ke ba now move on me this morning watch up agbeni we kwamo now abi me ake ke MPP nyojibwe ni afon shiki na mo ba asumo no o fon shiki o ha ke ndis ni ojibu na afon shiki na mo ba asumo ni o fon shiki o ha onim shishi so nya wo kwa ne voters na poll am by party affiliations MPPB many ka vote am ba asumo aka me vote ya NDCB many ka vote am ba asumo na am vote am ya now MPPB me ke a vote many now 74% of MPPB ba vote MPPB she come no go interesting 9% of many I may identify or myself ake MPPB I may ba vote John Dramani Mahama bi ane onim sisi agbene we MPPB no 16% of many may identify or myself as MPPB I may ba vote Alan Chiramantin onim sisi so Alan Chiramantin just within the MPP fraternity a pool almost 16% of the vote ona benicho ni min care bo ake look MPPB the way now me handle Atlanta Mantini in a back bar me now. That was Ashanti region, another poll Ashanti region. That was a Yame Obana a clear indication as to why ni Atlanta Mantini back bar me now. So come on, get or use the same metric no about NDCB now. NDCB 98% of many identify myself as NDC. I'm about to continue now. I'm vote President Mahama. Only 1% per Kemini. I'm about to vote MPP ke Dr. Bawumia. So on a difference MPPB I may lose 9% of their votes to John Dramani Mahama, whereas John Dramani Mahama lose just 1% of NDCB vote to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ona beninchon. So it's going to be really interesting. Now I be have floating voters on the same graph on your screen ke floating voters many me be party kula. Now ke afe election say may 69% ke ameba vote John Dramani Mahama. On me floating voters say 69% ke ba vote Dr. John Dramani Mahama. Ni 24% pe ka me ba vote Dr. Bawumia. 5% ka me ba vote Alan Chiramantin. Oni mshishi agbenenwe many ame be no komi nkula ame ye party no other parties many me ye party bi ami ka me vote ya me lencha me party 36% ke emba vote John Dramani Mahama 19% ke ame ba vote Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni komo no mane 42% ke ame ba vote Alan Chiramantin ni twanke many I'm a party BB sa mi etumo osofo chirabo some party Asana Yarega party ke party BB ani fit aye ke di am vote party conclude kwamo am ba vote Alan Chiramantin wa po febeni am ba vote John Dramani Mahama ke Dr. Bawumia na gbenenwe meni me una me ka me sumo na me cho me party affiliation am ko bi am ka na me be no kokula mi kwamo am 65% ke am ba vote John Dramani Mahama ni 25% ke am ba vote Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni 7% ke am ba vote Alan Chiramantin. So just ke wakwe party affiliations so na ke look MPPB am ba lose more of their votes to John Dramani Mahama ke Alan Chiramantin fe the way ni NDCB ba lose Alan Chiramantin ba lose a vote ke MPPB so election it looks like party is very clear ke ka otengo obashpon John Dramani ke a vote bi ane no. So the next poll ni minta oni work Global Info Analytics say amesa me poll some regions come uni they are very important and very critical when it comes to Ghana elections. But ni ka okwano ni te no ejemo na agesi President Mahama on most of the regions need Global Info Analytics be a poll winning. Now we start out with Greater Accra. Greater Accra, the main region, Ona Beninchon, New York, Ghana, the capital, Ona Beninchon, New Accra. Now, your Greater Accra region, President Mahama, a poll at 70.8%. Dr. Bawumia in poll at 20.5%. So, by a margin of about 50 percentage points, John Dramani Mahama, it can lead Dr. Bawumia, your Greater Accra. Emindawa dienche. ni ke any hold there sano no li against elections it's a done deal. Agbede we come on Alan Chairmanting a poll at 6.8%. So once again Alan Chairmanting a strong showing in some of these regions. But ke okwe Greater Accra John Dramani Mahama e ba win Greater Accra by 70.8% as compared to Dr. Bawumia 20.5%. Now why another region? Now, ke wakwe Ashanti region now. Ashanti region I think is an outlier. Now, kake outlier temagblale gaminte no kone foka no koni esa no here you ake o e baba because eji no kone foka. Bona benincho. So neke pone from Ashanti region is actually an outlier. Now, keji okwe very very interesting. John Dramani Mahama once again Ashanti region. John Dramani Mahama a poll at 42.3%, whereas Dr. Bawumia poll at 36.1%. Ni Alan Chairmanting a poll at 20.3%. So with Alan Chairmanting in the race, President Mahama a winning Ashanti region. Now, even though Minkebaka it's an outlier, it's very very interesting. It goes to show noni what they make where you can look Alan Chairmanting Ebagba Dr. Bawumia MPBB and now ya Ashanti region because come away Alan 20% talk about Dr. Bawumia 36% here. That is 56% right there. So Alan a pool I can tell you a majority of Alan 20% is from MPP. We all know that. Bona benincho. So once again, keji neke hold there. Ni try get President Mahama. He has a shot, even though it is a very very long shot. He has a shot at actually winning Ashanti region by kind courtesy of Alan Chairmanting. Onimisi can buy. Very 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 interesting. Onimisi come on no message 42.3 for John Dramani Mahama, the 36.1 for Alan Chairman for Dr. Bawumia. Alan a poll at 20%. Ni mofemo no le Alan is a Kumasi boy. Efebo na akbe. Ona benincho. We've been saying Alan will be the Achilles heels when it comes to Kumasi and Ghana as a whole. Ebafe MPBB Achilles heels. Ebak ba me na wadienche. And I think this poll bear that fact out. Now wakwa Volta ke Oti region. Bona Volta region ke Oti region now. Regions majority of the votes New York NDC so in FA now vote at Oti region President Mahama a win by 78.2%, whereas Dr. Bawumia a not 16.3%. Ni Alan Chairmanting once again a poll at 3%. So once again a vote at Oti regional ball in FM bonakbe call follow Ghana politics esa ne fi bonakbe voter NDC stronghold ni. So NDC Dr. John Dramani Mahama a poll 78% ya jeme eje no gone sani FM bonakbe. Now, Agbene, now what northern sector. Now, northern sector, one way all the regions in the north, one way northern region, northeast region, upper west region, upper east region, the Savannah regions. So the 5 regions in the north, the northern sector. Now, Paul John Dramani Mahama a win by 55.1%, whereas Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 39.7%. Now, Alan Chairmanting once again another strong showing 3.8%. Once again, Minkebaka Alan vote a black from MPBB Angon. So get ote the northern sector, northern region, upper east region, upper west region, Savannah region. President Mahama once again after election say a win jame by 55.1%. Dr. Bawumia a poll only at 39.7%. Agbene when ya wakwa Akan regions. So Akan regions Akan regions say be work Ahanta, Bona, Ashanti region, Eastern region, Western North, Bronx, the Central region. So neke regions nefe call bua me fe na no one cha me ake Akan regions. Now you can take this once again with a pinch of salt because once again I insist ake Ashanti region ke Eastern region eje ekoni NDCB I'm a winner. Those are strong goals of the NPP. Eastern region ke Ashanti region. So once again I will consider this particular poll as another outlier. But can you go by noni poll President Mahama neke Akan regions eba win by 57.1%. 0.6%, whereas Dr. Bawumia Ebana 29.6%. Again, Alan with a strong showing at 11.6%. But once again, John Dramani Mahama, Egbla Dr. Bawumia, Minkwa ye account regions ne onumisisi. Niji Ahanta, Ashanti, Eastern region, Western region, Western North region, Bronga Afo, onumisisi, Central region. Now let's go on another poll. Now, kawate swing regions set mo beni nkebwe regions komeni ame onyo pinpoint ake o mene me neke party ame voter ihan bona beni nchon onyo kake onyo tumo beni wali ake voter NDC Ashanti voter NPP swing regions ele onyo pinpoint ame check your ame party na ame voter at any time. Bon, I'm a best specific party, no, Obanyo Ketagame. Now, many regions were you one way, Greater Accra region, Central region, the Western region, Neke 3 regions there. I'm a the swing regions, New York, Ghana, Greater Accra region, Central region, Western region, predominantly a Greater Accra, Central region. I'm a many, I'm a swing or for any other region. Now, Oputa me together, John Dramani Mahama a win swing region say by 70.5%, whereas Dr. Bawumia a win a na 20.5%. Alan Tremantin again 7.5%. So once again, ke okwe region say now me decide or election say region say ni chonake mene ba ye president, allow mene ye president. John Dramani Mahama with an exceptional showing of 70.5%, whereas Dr. Bawumia a na 20.5%. Now, to Global Info Analytics say I may run another poll here online. Bona benincho na me bia me ake cafe election say bia no na moji money oba vote ha no nkan me screen no kokwe John Dramani Mahama ba win by 55.5% of the vote, whereas Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ebana 34.3%. Alan Bapol at 8.7%. So once again, just random poll online, Dr. John Dramani Mahama winning by 55.5%. Now, be an online poll say leboli etumono kekbe me lenche etashini o be amisane na men kebo ni be no online poll. Once again, you can take it with a pinch of salt. Bona beninchon their online polls are generally not reliable. But once again, no need info global info analytics be and show okay by the polling with online respondents say 55.5% by voting John Dramani Mahama, whereas 34.3% by voting Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni Alan Tremantin a poll at 8.7%. Now, can you now me come Ghana ni you cannot take a religious affiliation out of it. Bona may vote on me Ghana based on many one of which is religion. Bona one of the reasons they may vote on mokojiake it can be solio Islam it can be yasomo ona beninchon neke no kone kanye bakwe. I mean, it's always been part of our politics work. Actually what Ghana be lencha work fear politics nesani wo fear on kind. But I mean, we shouldn't be voting for people based on their religious belief. It should be about competence. Bona, kemo esolio Islam, ne bomode, ke bomode we bomode, kemo we eja Christo, ne bomode, ke bomode we e bomode, esa ani no fi omini, e decide or reason we know about vote am kwa low vote am. Now, Global Info Analytics be I'm a poll floating voters based on their religious affiliations. Now maybe I'm okay. Ke Christopher Nyojibwe ke ofonshike floating voters. Meanwhile, nkebo you are a floating voters. Many onyo kaka me NDC allo MPP. She I may decide that me Christopher Nyojimi, me Islam Nyojimi, me nja no kula. Abi amake ke afonshike na mamba for now. Floating voters ni I may identify or myself as Christian say. I may vote on John Dramani Mahama by 71.2%. Floating voters, many onyo pinpoint party can harm me. She may identify myself as Christian say John Dramani by winning by 71.2%, whereas Dr. Bawumia Bana 21.5%, Alan Tremantin once again 5.8%. Now floating voters ni ame Islam jinoni ame solio. Once again, I'm about vote John Dramani Mahama. Nije floating voters ni ame solio Islam John Dramani Mahama by 66.6%. 7%, whereas Dr. Bawumia in poll at 29.7%. So amongst floating voters, John Dramani Mahama a winning Christopher Kemeni me solio Islam fair among floating voters. Now nya kwa traditional many ama make eboli taflache ame ya asomo ni ame sole Islam you. Now among many me believe or traditional belief system amba vote John Dramani Mahama by 50%, whereas ame ba vote Dr. Bawumia by 30%. Alan Chairman strong showing at 10%. The other political parties say 10%. Now, so agbene many men be asomo. Now me sole Islam John Dramani Mahama a win by 50%. Now, God tell many me le wa ma amege wo benoko kula mi dabi wo jaja mo jinko me e kole to mo Krishna bi alo me come na me fio born abenicho other religions ni aname now. John Dramani Mahama a ba win by 55.6%, whereas Dr. Bawumia a poll at 33.3%. And many I'm voting other political parties say 11%. Now many I'm believe in traditional belief system. I'm a any other religion. I'm a solo Islam. Once again, nowhere John Dramani Mahama a poll at 63.6%, whereas Dr. Bawumia poll at 22.7%, ni Alan Chairman poll at 13.6%. So amongst floating voters, ni ame here no kwa me yo. Alo ame here no kwa me here. John Dramani Mahama e wini na kan bema temfe. Not a single one. Jino ni mini Dr. Bawumia e wini. Now, Kenya Bakaye Tumobeni once again MPPB. One of the reasons who me vote on Dr. Bawumia is the fact that I show Muslim ni it will be the first time ni Muslim ba ascend to the throne. Now come on Apoli once again Poli ne na Poli me na bia make ani mono ba vote ha jamoni eja and it's one of the reasons no ba consider ko ba vote amolo. In other words, say ni mo esolio Islam and oba kweno no ka o mene esolio Islam ne wo Islam ne esolio wo ma vote ale alo ba kwa ka o mene e asomo no somo ne ya wo ma vote ale. Now among MPPB many me ka keshi ame ba vote be now any party ko be no aka candidate say wono she many make among MPPB many make am about voter candidates ko because of ejamone eja 49%. Ni many make more religion 23% MPPB are no. Now amongst NDC many make am about voter amoko because of a religion 28%. Ni many make am more religion 43%. Now, amongst floating voters, many may come about voter because of a religion 13%. Many make more religion 22%. Among other parties, 2% care and about voter because of a religion, 1% care dabi. Now, many me una me sumona me chon party na me yo 8% care and about kwemo jamone ja na me ba voting hale ni 11% care more jamone ja amen. So ke okwe so far post na ni one run ne ona ke keji afon shiki amonto ne no John Dramani Mahama e ba win wa de enche onim sisi e ba win wa de enche ni ole no ni fio mi na pe waji even slogan na ame pole ona be ncho nkeng me yin ko nkeng ba kwe na je campaign sisi ne ke 24-hour economy debate ne noji the main topic ni a lead 2024 campaign na afio Dr. Bawumia ke chop bas gbeli 24 hours no ya ote nothing region chairman ni yo je me lenwe ke mi ni ke me support the 24-hour economy ka mete ami aka me ngame be ba work I mean you money MPPB you bisi basa she ke obogana bi di enche unto na ke am a supporter in your video ko yan video sami ni fe ko te obana theme alo tire in your video no ke what are Ghanaians saying about the 24-hour economy policy bona benichon what do Ghanaians think of the 24-hour economy policy? Can you can video but majority of the ordinary Ghanaians just on the streets ni apola majority support on when they get poll any can screen no FM by 59.7%. Ghana be 24-hour economy slogan ewomi fe no ni Dr. Bawumia digitalization one digitalizing of no ona benincho. So once again sloganeering play a very very good role on a benincho a lift on my morale up. So lose sloganeering debate you have a long way to go on a benincho. Digitalization is not going to cut it. 24-hour economy no just no ni me sumo born benincho ni John Dramani Mahama by 59.7%, whereas Dr. Bawumia digitalization 29.7%. So look, just by this on a fair election segment no if I get John Dramani Mahama if I win a second term ni ebe ba ye president onimji. So no ni yo ni nkama abogmene o fine ko ejomoko no osmo no chon so fine ka wo comment section na ami to be ni nkobwe nkan yo no fe no ani bomi ni jojomo keji afe afon shiki yemene ano ba vote Dr. Dramani Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia alo John Dramani Mahama ka wo comment section no animally oyra don akokwemi o fine ko subscribe kwe bomode no subscribe ko agbena o fine hami gonti ona be nincho agbene bomode no nyemele no ko ni ka wa release video o fita me kenklen ni ne ba hye no agbene wo fine bomode no share link no ke invite me na me ba fita wo oyra don ake okwemi twa no manye jino avuo no bye bye.
Yeah baba it's neat. Them say you want to chop my